keep my remarks brief, but then we're going to get an update. We had an opportunity to visit with the mayor and get an update on some of the needs. Certainly appreciate all of the emergency managers and all of the first responders for heroic efforts, not to mention the citizens and the volunteers that have stepped up over the last several days just to meet the needs. This is unprecedented, historic flooding. We're breaking all records, sadly, with what we've experienced over the last couple days, and it's ongoing. So as the rivers, it was a flash flood, and now it's starting to recede, and so we'll be moving into recovery. But a lot of long-term needs between water, sewer, housing, schools. Just thinking about what those next steps look like. Of course, a lot of businesses impacted as well, and just really working with the community to make sure that our team is meeting the needs and really being a partner as you respond to the damage and really look at what next steps look like as we move into recovery. I've had my cabinet with me on Saturday. We did by helicopter, did an aerial overview just so we could really understand the scope of the flooding. It was also extremely helpful. I can have the Commissioner Baines talk about what his team was able to do. Yesterday, I submitted the request for an expedited presidential disaster declaration. We were able to get that in using technology, really to make sure that they knew the full scope of it, because again, it recedes relatively quickly. We were trying to get in front of it, and really, there'll still be boots on the ground with FEMA, but to get that ahead of time, and then they can follow up so we can provide some certainty to the communities that have been impacted, so we know that we've got the funding there as you start to make decisions moving forward with water treatment and wastewater and just all of it. A lot of public infrastructure that's been impacted. So I think there were 22 counties that we put in for the public infrastructure funding from the presidential declaration, and 9 counties for the individual assistance, but that opens up SBA and just a lot of other resources. Another thing that we noticed on the flyover is there was a lot of ag damage also, and so that will of course be in fact the total amount of damage done. Moving forward, we were in the car. I'm going to let Congressman Feenstra talk about a call that he just took while we were driving up from Haywarden and kind of give his perspective from the federal side.
Thank you. My heart goes out. The great thing, by grace of God, we didn't lose anybody.
Right.
That's just amazing. But now we have a lot of work to do. We got a call from Secretary Mayorkas, head of Homeland Security. We had a conversation with him. He said hopefully very shortly that we should have the signed document from the president. That opens up all the doors for dollars and FEMA relief. So we're going to be pushing that and making sure that that happens here very shortly. Again, that's so important. But at the federal side, we're doing everything possible to make sure that those funds come down and to help from infrastructure, for all infrastructure.
Yeah, and I mean, full indication is he was going to do everything he could to get it done today. And so as Randy indicated, as the Congressman indicated, we're going to do everything we can to make sure that happens.